Does this scene look a little too real? That sad, crunchy, definitely not thriving plant that you had such high hopes for. You bought it imagining a green, lush, Instagram-worthy jungle in your living room. Instead, your house is where houseplants come to say their last goodbyes. Trust me, I have been there as well. My name was once whispered in hushed tones at local nurseries as the one who could kill the fake plant. And I seriously thought people were either born with a green thumb or they weren't. But after a lot of trial and error and a few plant funerals, I figured out a secret. A green thumb is not born, but yet it is earned. And you earn it by starting with plants that can practically be ignored. The magic isn't in you, the magic is in selecting plants that survive us. In this video, I'm sharing with you my top 10 plants that are nearly indestructible. They will forgive you when you forget to water. They tolerate that weirdly dark corner in your apartment, and finally help you turn that plant graveyard into a green oasis. We're going to turn your black thumb into a green thumb, starting now. Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Warren, and you're watching The Plant Doctor. Let's get started. Kicking off our list at number 10 is the heavyweight champion of resilience. It can literally be grown in water, it can be grown in rocks, or it can be grown in soil. If there was a plant Olympics for most likely to survive anything, the snake plant is bringing home the gold medal. Its sharp architectural leaves give any room a modern, clean look, but its real superpower is its toughness. Native to arid parts of Africa, these plants are wired for neglect. They'll survive in almost any light, from a dim corner to a bright window. The number one way people kill these plants is with too much affection, specifically overwatering. They have underground rhizomes that store water, which means you should forget about watering them. They can literally go a month, if not more, without water. The ideal time to water snake plant is when it's completely, utterly bone dry. Seriously, if you're thinking about watering it, it's probably too soon. Next up at number 9 is ZZ plant. This plant is a rock star of the low light indoor situation. It is also considered the camel of the indoor plant world because just like with snake plant, it has rhizomes that holds copious amounts of water. With its naturally glossy dark green leaves, it looks incredibly chic, but it asks for almost nothing in return. It's the perfect plant for frequent travelers, busy people, or for people that, don't want to do anything. You should only water snake plant when the soil is completely dry. In a low light situation, that could be up to 2 months. ZZ plant is often mistaken for a fake plant, and honestly, it requires about the same amount of effort to grow. If you want a plant that looks like $1 million but doesn't send you a bill for its time, ZZ plant is the plant for you. Coming in at number 8 is basically the plant that wrote the book on easy care. This is pothos, aka the devil's ivy. It's called the devil's ivy because it's almost impossible to kill. It stays green even in the lowest of light conditions. This is the classic beginner plant, perfect for getting that gorgeous green waterfall effect from a high shelf or a hanging basket. Pothos is super happy in a wide range of light conditions. It can handle low light conditions but will really flourish in a bright, indirect light. One of the best things about this plant for beginners is, well, it communicates. When pothos is thirsty, the leaves will look soft and droopy. Give it a good drink, and in just a few hours, it will perk right back up. An easy way to know when you need to water your pothos is to check the first 1 inch of soil depth. If it's dry, you can water. Plus, this plant is insanely easy to propagate. Simply cut off a leaf, place it in water, and within 2 to 3 weeks, you'll begin to see new roots. Pothos is truly the plant that keeps on giving. All right, we're 3 plants in. Those 3 were the holy trinity of easy to grow indoor plants. Technically, there's 4. I'm saving one for the very end. If you're liking this and want more super simple tips to help you become the indoor plant person that you were meant to be, please consider hitting the subscribe button as well. It's free and it means you won't miss out on more advice on how to make your home a greener place. Coming in at number 7 is this dramatic communicator, the peace lily. and you might be surprised to see the peace lily on a top 10 list for indoor growing plants. This plant has a reputation for being a drama queen, but that's the perfect communicator for us if you're beginning to grow indoor plants. The peace lily is famous for one thing: it faints. The leaves begin to droop when it's thirsty. When the leaves begin to droop, there is absolutely no guesswork that we need to water. This plant literally screams, "Hey, water me!" And the best part is, it's just as quick to forgive as to remind. Simply water your peace lily, and within a few hours, it will perk right back up. This takes all of the guesswork out of a watering schedule of when to water and when not to water. Peace lilies are also one of the few plants that will gift you with elegant white flowers in low light conditions, which is a huge win. They prefer moist soil, so we water them more than, say, a snake plant, but their dramatic flair makes them one of the easiest plants to understand. Number 6 on our list is Aglaonema, or Chinese evergreen. This plant is a rock star for beginners because it combines seriously stunning looks with a tough, easygoing personality. Aglaonemas come in a wild variety of colors, with leaves splashed in silver, red, pink, and green, giving you a pop of color without any of the fuss. Chinese evergreens are perfect for homes that do not get a lot of sun. They are happy in almost any light condition as long as it's not direct sunlight. This makes it perfect for that dim hallway or office corner. They are also very slow growers, so you will not be in a rush to repot them. For watering, just let the top couple of inches completely dry out in between sessions. Chinese evergreen is low water, low maintenance, and even look great when you forget they exist for a little while. At number 4 is a plant that happily breaks all the rules: the Christmas cactus. It's a cactus, but certainly does not act like one. Unlike its desert cousins, the plant is native to the tropical forest of Brazil, so it doesn't want to be left bone dry. But don't worry, it's still incredibly low maintenance. The Christmas cactus prefers bright, indirect sunlight and modestly moist soil. You'll want to water it when the first inch of soil feels dry. The reason the Christmas cactus is on this list is because of its incredible effort to reward ratio. With minimal fuss, this plant can produce red, white, or pink flowers during the holiday season and can live for decades, often being passed down from family member to family member. The Christmas cactus is a forgiving plant that puts on an unforgettable show. Number 3 on our list is kalanchoe, a powerhouse of color and toughness. If you love the idea of flowers but are afraid of the upkeep, this is the plant for you. Kalanchoe is a type of succulent, which means it holds its water in thick, fleshy leaves. That's your signal that this plant is extremely drought tolerant and will forgive you for being forgetful. The golden rule here is simple: let the soil completely dry out between waterings. The only real weakness of this plant is to overwater. This plant loves bright, indirect sunlight and will reward you with tiny clusters of flowers that last weeks or perhaps even months. They are cheerful, compact, and perhaps as low maintenance as it gets. Kalanchoe is the right balance of beautiful flowers and tough succulent leaves. Number 2 on our list is bromeliad. This is a great confidence builder plant. Some of its maintenance characteristics are a little bit different. Bromeliads are tropical plants that put on one of the most vibrant displayed flowers in all of the plant kingdom. They produce a stunning, long-lasting flower spike that stays in bloom for months. They love bright, indirect light in a humid spot, like a bathroom or a kitchen. Here's the fun part: you water them by filling the central cup or tank formed by the top of the leaves or flower. Just keep that little cup about halfway full of water. The bromeliad is on the list because it teaches you to pay attention to the plant in a new way. But yet it is still forgiving and gives you a massive flower that makes you feel like you're a true plant pro. Coming in at number 1 is a plant that I have literally tried to kill for several years. It's still alive. It doesn't look great. I'm so embarrassed by it. I don't want to show it on camera, but I have it below the table here. And this is it. This is a sedum plant that I have had for about 3 years. I have literally taken it out of a pot. So when I bought it, that was the root mass, and it was about this tall. Look at all this vegetation that has grown relative to the root mass. I have literally laid this on my back patio, which is concrete in full sun, and just we'll say every 10 days or so, just poured water over the top of the roots, and it survived. I've put this in the closet for weeks on end. It survived. You have to actively try to kill this plant. So sedum is my #1 fail-safe plant that you can grow if you're a beginning indoor gardener. So there you have it, 10 plants that are ready to work with you in order to make you a successful plant parent. We have the survivors like snake plant and ZZ plant that thrive on neglect. The communicators like the peace lily that tell you exactly what they need, and stunning bloomers like kalanchoe that give you that huge payoff with barely any work. Becoming a plant parent is not something magical. It's something that is learned. It's about being patient, but more importantly, starting with the right team. Choosing forgiving plants gives you the space to grow with confidence without having to dread another plant funeral. And with indoor plants, always remember the golden rule. When in doubt, let it dry out. You can absolutely have the lush indoor jungle that you have been dreaming of. You just have to start with the right lineup. I really hope this video has inspired you to give indoor plants another shot. Guys, as always, thank you for watching A Plant Doctor, and until next time, happy gardening.